Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me get this door. Morning, man. Good morning to anybody. Let's talk about trading cryptocurrencies. I don't know. Seems like a good idea to me. Yeah, so it's tempting this little rascal and got stopped out yesterday. Let's get that shit cleaned up. I'm essentially attempting the same goddamn thing today. It ended up getting down into the lower section before flipping any structure. Bum, bum, bum. So, yeah. So I'm long. I am long, and my targets are the same. My targets are all the same. Yeah, with potentially up to the all-time high. Yep. Yeah, that does not change for me there. So there's still not a lot to talk about on this. Let me grab a clean Bitcoin chart and see if maybe I find something that I am missing. What about Tether? No. Sure. Let's use this and we'll just wipe this chart. Yeah, whatever. No, that's not what I want. Is that what I want? Yeah, that's what I want. As usual, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, concussions, or coins that you want to look at, tell me about it. I'm not a psychic. I'm not psychic. Is that really? Why is this? Oh, yeah. I keep looking at this going like, why does this not look right? Because this is, I thought I was looking at this. I thought I was looking at this. Boy, that does look a heck of a lot better for breaking this. I'm sure I said this before, but that's a pretty smart money type move right there. Yeah, we had a couple more of these present on the way up. Maybe we'll talk about those really quick. Pretty sure there was one here. And I'm pretty sure there was one here. And I know it's all old news and I talked about it before, but I want to talk about it again. Yeah, these little suckers. They can have pretty bullish responses. Let's go up to the 4 hour. Now that we know what we are looking at on those smaller time frames. so that very similar to these, but just on a bigger range. On a bigger range. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll don't worry. I'll find a way to fill up an hour of stream with or without any requests. I will find a way. But yeah, this is yeah. I'm still none of my targets change. Nothing changes. I just tried to front run it and got stopped out in profit and should have waited for the proper demand to get tagged. Oh well, I don't hate myself for trying. All right, let's just start plowing through some coins. Let's go to the daily chart and yeah, let's plow through some of these things. All right, Aave is a. I mean, you know, it's got resistance here. We're still inside of a daily order block. It's got an unmitigated demand range beneath it. Inside that demand range, you've got a nice little interesting spec right there. I would say again, what caused the move? What caused the move? Let's see, we got a little bit of that there. ACH, been long since 341. Trump coin. Oh, Trump coin. Oh, dude. I'm sorry. I missed those. I missed those, guys. I missed those. Let's get on those. Sui was the first one. Sui. Okay, cool. So, looking at the daily chart, what do we see? Let's just remind ourselves of the overall positioning, right? The overall positioning on the chart is the low of all lows. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, basic stuff. Yeah, you know, you broke out you had this larger macro break. We have come down to mitigate that prior range. We have returned daily structure to bullish. We have had an interaction with kind of the you know the whatever the high when this thing broke bearishly off the high. We've had an interaction with that. After that interaction, we came back and took out all of these late longs. Came down, you know, almost got our boom. Like it's pretty close. I mean, it's pretty close. Like technically, you would have had to tag that line, and it got missed. But directly afterwards, we flip daily structure here, right? This guy. So we get daily structure back on our side. We're interacting with supply. We have no idea if supply is going to really do anything yet, because structure, I believe, is all still pointing northwards. Yes, very much so. Yep, still up and to the right. Nothing has broken bearishly. But if it were to break bearishly, well, we've got support below us now, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. Yeah, we've got this entire range. And using that drawing we were using on Sunday. Let's get this. Let's go. I don't know. I need to change my monitor settings. Where's your inefficiency? Right here. So I'd say this zone, and then inside of that zone, this zone. So the most ideal point of return for mitigation to me is going to be somewhere in that range of 3.3113 to 3.1776. Structure up here so far looks oh, shit, I can't fucking read. I need to change my monitor settings so bad. Let's get rid of that box. Let's start there. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That helps a lot. All right, now what do we have in here? What do we have in here? We have another break up. We have an inefficiency. We have the very first point in which market structure breaks bullishly right here, creating that inefficiency. That has already been tagged. You have this tiny 30-minute order block on the top, but I think that's been hit. That has. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Then you already have your breakup and your mitigation so far this morning. Did you get the 30-minute block? Like magic you did. Okay, so I mean that's a pretty clear target up there at 35. This thing, whatever, I can't fucking read today. 3.5806. I would say that definitely gets hit. We are starting to leave quite a bit of lows down here. And we know that we have initiated, right? We have done our initiation, but we haven't really done our mitigation for continuation yet. So I think it can be reasonable to potentially look for a short out of this area. It's not pro-trend, nor do I anticipate this to be the better of any move. I would either, on this asset, I would either, the preferable thing to me would be longing up out of this area. That would be the preferable thing. I think that's where things would have a lot more legs to it. Counter trend trading to get down to my most ideal retracement point is a little irresponsible, if you ask me. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say a couple things. I'm trying to say sleeping would probably help. I should sleep more. But haven't done that. So what I'm trying to say is this is a counter trend trade. This is a pro trend trade. I would almost I think I would. I'm hesitant to trade counter trend right now. Even though it could work, I'm just hesitant to trade counter trend at the moment. Even if it were to, and so this is ideally where I want to long. I'm a little nervous about the short. And so let's say it just, I don't know, like blows up instead. I would rather this occur and then just look for remitigation of this and then look for involvement here in a hypothetical situation, right? Like I'm just making up a hypothetical situation. In other words, what's another way I could say this? I would rather see the market put in some manner of initiation and then look for some manner of mitigation for continuation. That's where I would prefer to be involved. This just makes me a little nervous. I just don't love the idea of counter trend trading right now. So I would rather, I think I would be a little bit more patient on this. These are the two local most ideas that I like. But like here's another again warning sign, because this is counter trend, this idea of getting into supply and coming back into demand kind of thing. We flip daily structure bullishly here, right? Like you change daily market structure here. So hypothetically speaking, price comes up into here and breaks, I don't know, 5, 10, maybe even 15-minute structure, right? And you see it start going down. I don't trust that. You just initiated out of a daily range of price and broke structure bullishly. So yeah, you might get a little bit of a confirmation up here and you might see a little bit of climb back, but it could just snip some piece of liquidity and run on you. Um, so I really don't particularly love the idea of counter trend trading there. I just think as far as price flow overall, like order flow and price narrative wise, I think it would make sense to initiate, mitigate, continue. But again, I know I've only stressed this 400 times, but I think I'd rather wait for the long than try and force a short, because that would feel like forcing a short for me. Even if I had a market structure confirmation there, it would still feel a little bit like forcing a short. What else do we have on here? Is there anything else locally that just makes a lot of sense? No, no, no. Okay, I mean, here's something else that makes sense. Here's something else that makes sense. Here's something else that could happen. We could just have a fat initiation. So, is there supply up here? Yes, there is supply up here. Does that mean that there are still active open positions that entered the market there that did not close their short positions? Let's zoom out a little bit. Does it mean that the people who entered short here did not close their position there? Fuck, if I have no idea. You know what I mean? Like, for all I know, they closed already and they are no longer in the market. So, what I'm trying to say, here is maybe we're about to receive our initiation, right? Maybe we're about to see an initiation occur, and that initiation is initiating up into this supply. Again, no idea if this position is still active or if it's anything to worry about. I just like to point them out on the charts. So if we received an initiation here, well then I would just look to backtest this area, depending upon how far the initiation goes up. I may even be looking to just backtest this zone as a whole, right? For your initiation, mitigation, continuation. That could all happen here. So I think it would, again, this is just why I'm a little bit more nervous on shorting it. So that's I think that's all I can really responsibly share with you on SUI. Volatility index. I think the VIX is the volatility index, right? I don't. Okay. So, anyways, we're just gonna move along. We're gonna move along, and I'm gonna say good morning to everybody before I do that. Like Ando Pancho and Albert and Apulia and DDT and Luke and Colin and Black and Blue and Ando again. Bam bam, bam bam. We'll take a look at Aerodome too. We gotta look at Trump first. We'll look at XRP. Yep. Let's go do these things. Let's just move on to Trump coin. Actually, let me use this tab here. We get Trump coin going over here, and let me just check back on the Bitcoin trade real quick. Check back on the old biddies. Okay, yeah, come on, brah. Let's go, brah. Okay, Trumpolas. Okay, so I was hoping for a long off that low. Went pretty deep though, didn't it? I would feel better if it went down into here, but it didn't. I mean, it went into here, and that's the first point in which you broke your external structure. So I could give it some, I could give it a little bit of a pass there. Let's go ahead and delete this stuff. Well, that hasn't been touched, so we'll leave that on. I bought some of this stuff. Not a lot. I bought a couple $100 worth, but I did buy some of this stuff. I just thought it'd be funny. I was into the meme of it. I was into the meme. All right. Well, yeah. So structure is bullish on the daily. Structure is bullish on the daily. It broke bullishly way back when, and it is yet to turn bearish. You have an internal. It's internal as in you broke bullishly here, meaning your strong low is here and your weak high is here. Right, let me label that real quick. Strong low, weak high, due to your bullish break, right? Now, yeah, you put an internal double top in here, and that did take you back to the low. But externally, market structure still bullish. All right, let's drop to the 4 and see if anything changes on this narrative. Hey, god damn it. No matter how many times I hit that escape button, it's never enough. It's never enough. All right, well, you have a 4 hour. You got a 4-hour order block. That, give me my magnet. That exists between 11,253 and 11,907. You have a 4-hour order block there. I'm not hoping for a lower low off of that. What I'm hoping for is a retracement off of that back into demand. I wonder if we can find any, and what we would have to break to get to it. There's a nice section of demand down here that hasn't been touched, but we got to break a lot of stuff to get to that. Boom, boom, boom. We are touched, touch deep, deep. Bum, 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 bum. All I see on this is a fairly unattractive scalp trade for myself. I see an unattractive scalp trade. If we can get some initiation above 11,066, ideally without having ever touched 11,254. We look for some sort of back test into here and a drive up into this zone. I'm gonna say into this zone right here between 11,065 and 10.886. But yeah, I mean, I would be looking to take profit by the time we return to that high, wherever that high ends up existing, if it even flows this way. And I would be taking profits up in there again. And it may be a runaway freight training and go like clean up to something more like this on the chart. But I would just be really aggressive with take profits here. As far as removal of liquidity goes below us, something that would look like a potential smart money entry, giving us some protection to the downside, I only see really one thing, and that is this. Yeah, I can't give that to any of these other ones. And which is why I'm saying that this is that if you can break this range and back test it, I think you can drive up from here because of this. Yeah, this is kind of the last time we had something like that occur. Was here. Break up, back test, and you had an opportunity to run it for a bit, at least up to that high. So due to this, I would be would be interested in yeah, a break up here and a back test into this, and then a long out of there. I'm going to have to indicate this position is coming from whatever that is, 11,056. But I think stop for me would be down to 10,893. Yeah, something along those lines. I think that's what I'd have on on Trump coin. What else did somebody sneak in here? Aerodome. Keep my trade running since I'm long from 3.41. What are you long on, my man? Was it SUI? Was it SUI 3.41? That sounds like a SUI price level. Should I keep it? Okay, and the question is, should I keep my trade running? Yeah, I mean, I would keep your trade running. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I would say that it's very clear that you're going to be taking out this high, and this high is so close to this high. Why not just take this high out? And this, I have no idea if like I would watch for something there, but there's nothing that says this is going to happen. There's nothing at all that says it's going to happen for the same kind of reason that I'm giving you on whatever the hell we were just looking at, whatever we were just looking at before. I don't even remember. For this same reason here. It could initiate here. Honestly, it probably will initiate above this high. I wouldn't be surprised if it initiates above that high. So yeah, I wouldn't be too nervous about this thing. You know, and like Bitcoin needs to cooperate too, right? It needs to like kind of come up through these highs here. Then yeah, then you should be pretty good there. What the fuck was I doing? It was something else. Aerodome. I was doing Aerodome. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winners and chicken dinners. Anyways, sorry. I crack myself up. It's really for my own entertainment. Aerodome. Aerodome. No, nothing changes on this. Nothing changes on this. I know what this yellow box means to me, and I'm now even more confident that that's exactly what's going to happen here. Especially after the purge of this low. Like I haven't been on this chart since we were here sometime the last time I was on the chart. But now coming back here and seeing that that this low was indeed swept, and then this high was broken. Yeah, I think you're looking on a full-on PO3 here. Yeah, and especially because you just utterly shit on that supply. Yeah, I think you're looking at a manipulation below the range low and a bullish expansion back into the range. Just give me a green box, that thing. Yeah. I think you're very much looking at the PO3 there. Yep. Yep. I have a high level of confidence. You get a little bit more turbulence up in here. Template, supply. Yeah, look, we gonna shave these. We gonna shave all these dims liquidities off. We gonna get them. We gonna get them good. Yeah, I mean the best thing that could happen here for anybody sitting on the bus stop that didn't get picked up is I don't want the range here actually. I want it to come up. I want it to backtest this area, and then I want it to like maybe range a bit more in here. Hit that, backtest this area, and then maybe up some more. But it's just kind of like a little bit of runaway freight train mode at the moment. Yeah, 'cause if you hold on, did you take the low? Did you do a responsible thing and did you take the low? Oh, that's so irresponsible of you. I think if you could get back down into this area between 5.5934.5829, I don't know. It kind of looks like it's been back tested already. Like part of me wants to say if you were lucky enough to get back there to go up to there, that might be interesting, but I don't know if that does not seem that it is likely in the cards when you look at things well, now hold the phone here. That's why I set TPs before I fucking start streaming. Right? If you fail there, then maybe you can. Then maybe this can come back down here. Yeah, but overall, I don't think much changes on this. It's just really hard to trade. It's just really hard to trade this here for me. There's not a lot of protection for stop losses. It's in an awkward area, but I do suspect more upside in its future. I do. That seems like a logical thing to expect. And maybe we're fortunate enough to just see a decent initiation from this range to just generally create demand in this area and look for some manner of retracement back into here for a long up to further targets. That would be something that could easily develop throughout even today. That would be a bit more interesting. But yeah, I would say overall, chart looks pretty bullish. Let me remind myself of what daily structure looks like on this. Let's go ahead and expand that supply box to that daily candle there. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, you flip daily structure bullishly down here. Yeah, I'd say it looks pretty good to climb up. Just the same way we were kind of talking about this last time, but just the same way as it there's kind of evidence of a PO3 in this area, bearish manipulation below the low for a bullish expansion back into the range. I think there's evidence of that here as well. I would say it overall looks pretty healthy. I'd just be I would be observant about this zone here, because in the event that this is truly a daily break in structure, then we should expect a lower high for a lower low, and we do still have some nice unmitigated demand below us, and we do still have longs that could be swept out of the market upon an interaction with it. So there is potential for downside, but I absolutely see a circumstance in which that does not happen and price ultimately achieves here before it achieves here. Yeah, that's my general thoughts on that. XRP, where are we at? Give me good news on my XRP bag. Give me good news on my XRP. Okay, so we still have not taken all of this yet. We're making progress on it, though. Making progress. Let's get down to the 4. This was the long from yesterday. Targets have been acquired. We got a 4-hour order block right here. Let's go ahead and delete this. That doesn't make a lot of sense anymore. That's old news. I just don't want to look at it anymore. I don't want to look at it anymore. Let's delete. No, that stays. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's drop it to the 15. Yeah, you're gonna have to break 15-minute structure to get down to this zone. But again, if you don't see, if we don't clear this high, then that can create some weakness on the low. And then if we can achieve the low and knock out these semi-equal lows right here, then there's hope. So you're telling me there's a chance. So you're telling me that there is a chance. Yeah, I missed this little guy right here. Yeah, there's some good liquidity below us. But I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it down there. Yeah, I sure will. There's a slight chance. But anyways, what if that doesn't happen? I don't like all of this liquidity down here. I don't like all of that stuff down there. But what if we just hop on the rocket ship and blast off out of here? Well, then I would just look for the, your next range to get mitigated. In the event that we can receive an initiation, I would just look to come back in here. I don't think I'd want to come any lower than this, though. Yeah. Nice initiation here. Just a big if, right? It's just a big if. Way easier to just draw what I want to see happen on the charts and wait to see if it does happen than to just do something blindly. It's just how I roll. Yeah, so like that, something like that could be an interesting long, I think. But yeah, overall, it looks pretty bullish. Looks pretty bullish. Yeah, I don't think I really get bearish on this until, well, no, I mean, god dang, I can't even get bearish until you lose this low. Until then, I can't even get bearish. Yeah, but I think that's all I think that's all I got for XRP at the moment. I don't think I have anything else on XRP. Yeah, because I don't think I have any shorts, right? No, not for a little bit. Not for a little bit. What was that arrow? Is that some part of some bigger flowchart? I don't know what that is. So I'm going to delete it since it doesn't make any damn sense to me. All right. Bitcoin, what do we do? Let's go back to Bitcoin for a minute. feel like I need to drop the opacity on it. I probably just need, again, I probably just need to change my fucking monitor settings. It's driving me insane. Yeah, I still see evidence of RIMC holding here. So can we go to my target 2 now, please? I mean, you put in, like, I don't know, potential scalp, I mean, like, potential short coming out of this zone? It's 100% counter trend unless you're just going to say all I have on my screen is a range of price from here to here. And we failed the high and we're going to sweep the low. If you look at it this way and you say I don't have anything else on my chart, then you know maybe this makes a little bit of sense. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Hey Alex, if I missed you already, I hope you have a wonderful day. Or I'm sorry, if I didn't miss you already, I hope you have a wonderful day too. ETH is approaching major resistance. Well, let's go take a look at it. Ooh, virtual hit the supply too. What's ETH up to? I don't have anything on the chart in this area that I was concerned about, but that could mean because I didn't fucking mark it. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. I think I'm not going to be worried until up into these areas. I think that is going to be where I start to get concerned. Let's delete some of this stuff. Let's look at the daily chart. I don't know. Honestly, I think it's just higher high, higher low, higher high. Or it just smashes through it. You can see the potential of that as well. This guy's already been addressed. Yeah, I'm not concerned about ETH here. Personally, for myself, I'm not concerned about ETH here. I like how you came back and took out all those lows prior to breaking the high. I think it looks great. I think this is a range that looks like it is going to hold for further upside. Yeah, I would anticipate in the event that price were to make a retracement in out of supply that it would not come any lower than 25.47 to 24.56. I would have a hard time imagining a situation in which it came any lower than that. But I would be watching from here to here for any market structure shifts, either coming into this zone here and flipping, or down into there and flipping. Either way, I would be watching for something like that. Yeah, the whole zone, from here to 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 here, anywhere down in there. Yep, yep, yep. I'm not too worried about ETH here. Ondo looking like a decent entry if BTC and ETH behave. Let's go take a look at Ondo. I'm gonna do it on time. Oh, about out of time. All right, let's get some stuff deleted on Ondo. Yeah, I think I would be more concerned about Ondo here than I am about ETH. I'm just going to play it safe and include that whole zone on it there. Actually, I know I'm not going to want to stare at that once I get to lower time frames. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. That was the best you could do. Oh, no, no, no. We got a little bit more here. Okay, I see what you're saying. My issue, what did I see? It was, this is what I was looking at. I was looking at this break here. Going like, okay, I see that we came back in a little bit. But we missed this section. As a whole. So in the event, like, I think, you know, if you have your initiation and this was not our mitigation, then potentially here to here and then up. But you got to lose some structure first. I still think that this is an interesting zone. Would have just came back for that low one more time. That'd be so cool. Let's see, so this has already been, I'd say that's already been hit. Yeah, I mean, I mean, this is, hold please. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think attempting a run up out of here might not be a bad idea. Might be the best idea of the century too, but yeah, it might not be a bad idea. What do we have in this range? Yeah, that does look pretty good. That does look pretty good. It'd be really nice to get back down to 9056. It would be nice. I just don't know if I'd shoot for the moon on it. I think I would be perfectly happy with taking this high out and possibly nipping up into some of the supply here. I think I'd be pretty happy with that. I don't think I'd try and push it any further. Yeah, we'll go take a look at FET. And I just remembered I didn't post any charts. I don't know. Let's see, Tuesday at I would have ended the stream normally out of here by 8 o'clock. Yeah, so I think yeah, this is 8:30, so I was out of here by this time. I was off stream by that time, but sure enough that hit, and sure enough it took us back to the high, and it broke and it mitigated. Okay, cool. What else we got? So it hits the high, fails to close the high. Comes back, misses the low, but definitely hits discount. Yeah, but see, it hasn't hit its technical target yet. This move here, this one here, the failure of the low, has not hit the high yet. But it sure is stuck in between this range right now. Interesting. Okay, so we fail there. We slam back down, fill the fair value gap. We come back down into demand. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get rid of that. Range again there. We get back down into the demand that created the inefficiency that broke structure from left to right that took us up to this point. Yeah, I like it. I like it. A lot of topside wicks here right now. Yeah, that's where I'm targeting. Topside wicks make me a little nervous. Yeah, they make me a little nervous. Yeah, maybe better to wait for initiation up from here and look for a back test. But I don't know. I mean, like all in all, it doesn't look bad. I guess it really depends on like what BTC is going to do here, right? Like it looks like the same, right? Like you have this little bit of a failure at the high, little tiny micro piece of supply above you, right? Little bit of failure at this high, little tiny piece of supply above you, grabbing onto the demand underneath. Grabbing onto the demand underneath, starting to get bullish action again, attempting to get bullish action again. You know what I mean? Like this could very well be the play right here. You have purged liquidity. Yeah, not hateful, but a little bit of problems down in here. Yeah, I think I don't know. because like I don't want to see it like pulling away bearishly from that zone doesn't really make me feel super great. I don't know. Is there anything from like a fucking indicator perspective in here that makes any sense? What is like, can I get some open interest? No, no, not allowed to have open interest. Still not allowed to have open interest. Okay, fine, cool. See if I care. What is today? Wednesday? I don't know. I think this is going to depend a lot on what Bitcoin decides to do here. I think, and to that point, I look at this VET chart and I go, well, I don't know. Maybe here's the better perspective. For like a lot of the same reasons on this chart, I am long on Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like I am long on Bitcoin. So I suppose this is the position. I'm sticking to it. Sticking to it. Probably even cover that low. And definitely by the time that if price were to initiate above the high, then that stop loss for me would definitely come to there. Because just because there's supply here, it doesn't mean that it's what's in control. Just because it exists does not mean it's in control. Bum bum bum. All right, and it is after 8, so I should probably hit the road. I guess I'm gonna do that. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? What's the move? What's happening next? Let's take a peek at Sol real quick. And what did Doge do? Doge looks like it wants up too. Okay. All right. Give me that bottom side wick, please. Please. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I don't know. I made my bed. I'm gonna go lie in it. All right. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming and joining me. Hope you guys all have a good day. Yeah, this might want all of this. I don't know. I don't know. This makes me a little nervous. I don't know, but I know I gotta go. So, Ando, I'm running behind as usual. I always, what I can do is I can share the link to all the charts. I think that's the best I can do. And then you got to fish through the object tree and find the one you want to look at. I think that is the best I can do because I was a loser and I did not. post any of the charts. So there's a link to all the charts, and I am going to leave now. Peace out, G. Richardson. Peace out, man. Peace out, Bam Bam and Albert and Colin and JRMO and Jesus Saves and Luke and something 99. Peace out. Sniper's Nightmare. Peace out. Anonymous? Dude, I ain't... Anonymous? Bro, I ain't seen that name in a hot minute. I ain't seen that name since like years ago on Frankie Candle's stream. Hilarious. All right. Bye-bye, guys.